Hi everyone, it's Nicole Spohr here today for Spellbinders, and today I am sharing a card with the June 2020 Small Die of the Month Club Kit called Handing You a Smile. This awesome set comes with the hand and all of the beautiful flowers you see here, and you can use them together or separately. Really amazing, and I absolutely love how they can be used paired with the Glimmer of the month for June, which is called Let Your Sentiments Shine. I absolutely adore this Glimmer set. So we are going to start by glimmering a sentiment from the Glimmer of the month onto some cool pool cardstock using polished brass foil, kind of down there in the lower right corner of the cardstock panel. This cardstock has been trimmed to 4 by 5¼ inches, meaning it's going to leave a nice white border all the way around the panel, perfect for showcasing the design we're going to be creating here with these awesome dies today. I have die cut the hand from white cardstock and the shadow as well. I don't have cardstock that I thought worked really good for flesh color, so I am just going to use some markers. You can customize this however you want. I'm going to grab a couple of Copic markers here. I did really fast coloring. I did not spend a ton of time. I was more interested in just getting the color laid down. We're using E11 and E13 today, and I will just get that all colored in. Something to keep in mind, there is a teeny tiny little white piece. You can actually see it on my work surface down in the lower right corner of the screen. That is the tip of one of the fingers. And you're going to see when we layer this piece onto the white piece that there is a little spot for that, so the white outline, and I need to color that little piece and adhere it as well. So as soon as we get this colored in, I will show you that. So definitely be careful when you're die cutting it and don't discard that. Another thing I want to note is I wanted to add extra interest to my background, and I did that by subtly running the whole panel through my Spellbinders Platinum machine with the embossing folder Love Stripes. This is a Fun Stampers Journey embossing folder. Here's the tip of that finger that I was talking about, you guys. And I used an embellishment wand to easily pick that up and pop that in place. Anyhow, the background has that great embossed diagonal stripe. That's what I love. So I did the foiling first because the foiling is not going to work super great over the embossing, at least for the most part. I don't find it does. So I foiled, then I embossed, and now I'm just going to take little dabs of glue and put the stems into the hand. I'm going to use 4 stems. I die cut a few more than what I'm actually going to use for my card, so I can always save those for another project. But I really want this to look like a full bouquet in the hand of the hand here. So it's going to have a lot of greenery, a lot of leaves, 4 flowers. I kept the flowers kind of fun and pastel. Looks really good with the background. I also kept my 2 favorite Fun Stampers Journey green colors, which are Lemongrass and Limeade Fusion. And then I'm starting by tucking some of the leaves and the stems into the hand. Then we're going to back the entire hand with foam adhesive. I decided to pop up the hand and the flowers, and then a couple of the leaves we will also pop up with foam adhesive here in a bit as we work on filling in the rest of this and making our bouquet look really nice and full. I also decided that my lighter green leaves needed just a tiny bit of shading. I did not shade everything here on my card. This was a pretty quick and easy card. I did all my die cutting, and the most time consuming thing probably was die cutting. Putting this together was super duper fast. You can see here I'm just going to position that last stem. I have them all at different heights. You can also trim them down if you need to. And then we're just tucking in a few of the leaves to start with. And then we want to work on how we want to position that hand, and then we'll put foam adhesive on the back. Don't forget to put foam adhesive on the back of some of those leaves as well so that it's going to be nice and sturdy. Okay, now comes the fun part. Let's build some flowers. There are about 3 different flowers. You can definitely build them lots of different ways. I'm going to have a bigger yellow flower, a medium-sized orange flower, and then the kind of more, they're all layered, but more the, I guess, side view and not full front view. Maybe that's what I want to say. We're going to have 2 of those. That's kind of, I love these flowers. They're just really, really pretty. So I started with my big flower in the back. And let's just build one of these smaller flowers. So we've got the back of it, the flower center, which I decided to use this little piece that actually I think is made to layer with that orange. You can see the orange flower, that flower shape. And then we're going to layer on the remaining 3 petals here. You can truly build the flowers in so many different ways though. So you don't have to you don't have to do it just like you're seeing me do it here. And then let's tuck that one in over here on the left. Again, they have foam adhesive on the back and I don't want that to overlap. So I'm kind of trying to just get them to overlap naturally. I only put 1 foam adhesive square on the back of each of these as well because I felt like it just worked better since we're doing so much layering and tucking. Add some little layered flower centers. The more layering you can do, the better. Let's get this last flower put together. And you can see it's really coming together, but the finished card is so full of greenery. The greenery really makes it. While the flowers are the focal point, the greenery really brings the whole thing together. So I'll show you that here as we get all of the remaining flower put in place and then start filling in with all of these leaves. And I'm playing around with placement here while I'm letting the glue dry a bit. And that looks good. So let's go ahead and take our individual leaves and start tucking them into place. So these darker green leaves, I'm actually going to adhere with foam adhesive up near the top. And then a lot of the skinnier leaves that you've already seen me adhere, we are going to be tucking those all around more the base of the bouquet. So we've got some here in the back. Let's go ahead and adhere the other 2 leaves over on the other side. And then about 2 more of the skinnier, lighter green leaves are going to be added here and there. In fact, one kind of overlapping in the front gives it a much more natural look. And then 1 more of the foldy flowers. And that will round out our beautiful flower bouquet. I did take a marker and add a little detail then to these remaining leaves so they match the ones we've already done. And I'm going to finish my card with Nuvo crystal drops in bright gold. We're going to embellish the kind of lacy collar, I guess you want to call it, around the hand. And then I'm going to add a few additional drops throughout the design. So I'm just going along those little scallops there and adding some additional little drops. We're going to let that completely dry. We'll adhere the whole panel to a white top fold card base, and that will finish up our card featuring the small die of the month from Spellbinders for June 2020 called Handing You a Smile. Thank you guys so much for joining me today for this die cut card featuring Spellbinders Club Kit dies. The supplies I used to create my card are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. Here are a couple more videos featuring Spellbinders Club Kits that you might be interested in. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell to never miss a new card making video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll catch you next time.